But then she has to take a new name because, you know, girl got to get her glow up on. I'll just leave that at that. And her name, Nellaroo, just for the oversight's sake, messed up. Not for the kids, this anime. I'll just say that right now in some part. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Spoiler Warning by the Is It Isekai podcast. This is your host, Jim Jam here, one of the hosts of the Is It Isekai podcast. Got another anime review for you. We were going to spoil it, and you've been warned. Okay? You've been warned. Stop watching this if you don't want to get spoiled by this show that we're seeing here. Look at the trailer there. That's right, we were talking about Clevatess. Clevatess. What is easier than to just name the show based off the main character? Main character name is the name of the show. Real simple. Just keep it real simple that way. I love it. It's great. Anyways, of course, we have to ask the question we do here on Is It Isekai, the podcast. And that is it an isekai? The answer is no. Not an isekai. Shocking. If you've been watching the last couple times, this is like time number 2 or 3 or something like that, where it's not an isekai in the same world. If you look at this show, if you get to watch this show, I will say the animation is amazing. Can't really tell because of the quality of this whole situation that we got going here called the YouTube show, spoiler warning, is not that great. But if you do watch it, damn, watch this thing in 4K. I tell you what right now, because this is an amazing show. Gives me Jobless Reincarnation vibes and Frerin, however you say that, nailed it. You've seen that reviewed before on this channel, but the animation is amazing. Don't know if it's the same animation company, but I love it. Looks so good, it's so clean and everything like that. This actually gives you a little hope here, but it doesn't turn out well. So I'm just going to spoil this whole entire thing for you. All them heroes, all 13 of them in this little trailer, they all die. They all die. I'll just say that right now. But one comes back, and she manages to... Zombie? She's a zombie. She is a zombie. She died and was brought back. And Alicia, the blonde-haired one, ends up coming back. That leg comes back. It doesn't go anywhere. That leg comes back. And Clevatess, as I said, is the main character, and he is actually that big old dark beast that you see in there. He is a big old dark beast. 1 of 4. Look at that. He's all in his glowing mane glory. I don't know if he's a goat. He looks like a wolf. Could be a lion. Got a bunch of tails. All of these shadow powers. When you start throwing shadow powers in there, that's just cheap. That's not even right. You've got multiple stuff going in there. And there's swords at the end of your shadows. Like, not even fair. I was like, they're going to die. I didn't realize they're going to die that quick. But they did. Right in the first episode. So not really a spoiler warning there because they all did. But Alicia comes back. Clevatess needs somebody to raise a human child. Human child? I don't know. He looks kind of like an elfish child or something like that. Don't know. But a child nonetheless, because when the heroes go and try to attack him, he gets pissed off and he's like, what kingdom sent you? I'm going to go and destroy everybody. And that's what he does for the most part. Except for he saves the one child because there's a really good nurse lady there that's like, hey, don't kill everybody. You should save this child because this child was not to blame and yada, yada, yada. Some BS that I can't believe worked on him, but he decides to take care of the child anyway. And he's like, I need a human because I don't understand what this means. So he revives Alicia and she's drugged into this. And it's interesting, all the reproductive lessons that he is taught. And if y'all don't know, you'll get a little bit of teaching. If you don't know the basics of this, very interesting. Anyways, he decides to take care of the child, but in order to do that, he needs to travel the world. But we find out that he is 1 of 4 dark beasts that surround the human world. It's kind of messed up because they're just like surrounded in a misty cloud, and they don't know what happens on the outside because they're blocked in by 4 dark beasts from the 4 cardinal directions. And Clevatess is one of them. But he decides to travel in the human world to learn about raising a child, and he has to take human form. So it's fascinating. Look at that. Look at that. Shadow powers. That's messed up. Messed up. It's too OP. Anyways, he decides to take human form, which you can see if you watch the anime. And he has to take care of the child with Alicia, but Alicia's not a great parental figure. I don't even know what he thought that she was supposed to be. But she's a warrior, so she doesn't know about taking care of kids. So that plan goes up in failure, but he's like, you know what? I'm going to keep you living against your will because I need you to show me around and tell me how the world works. So they end up getting kidnapped by this bandit company, which actually has a young lady named Nell in there, and Nell has been... stuff's happened to her. She's had a rough life. Let's just say that. She's still there. But guess what? She has sustenance for the baby. Because that's her job, is to raise the children that come into this bandit camp. Let's just leave it at that. And find out that the bandits are bad people and they get wiped out by Clevatess. He does good stuff in general. It's just funny to see because, of course, he looks like a human, and then everybody does the whole judging thing by book by its cover, and they just like, oh, you're just a little child-looking thing. You'll see if you watch the anime what he looks like. He looks like a little child, and they just assuming that's what he is, not realizing how strong he is. So between him and Alicia, they end up wiping out the bandit camp and saving Nell. But then she has to take a new name because, you know, girl got to get her glow up on. I'll just leave that at that. And her name, Nellaroo, just for the oversight's sake, messed up. Not for the kids, this anime. I'll just say that right now. In some parts, I mean, you see the people, they're getting stabbed and then disjointed. They're disjointed. They're getting a good stretch on. Let's just say that. A lot of that happens in this anime. And anyway, she's Nellaroo now. Let's just say she got a glow up, and she becomes part of the troop and is taking care of the child, which we realize towards the end. Some of the people from the kingdom that Clevatess tried to destroy are still alive, so they want him back. And the other dark beasts have a play in the human world, which is interesting. It's like, why don't they just all wipe out the humans at this point? Why are y'all blocking them in? Just let them out and eat them or something. And Clevatess apparently was one of the only, because he was one of the only ones that came in and destroyed the human kingdom in a long time, so everybody thought they were fake or something. That part never really made any sense to me, because it's like you send the heroes in to fight him, but you were too scared to go. Oh no, they did say, I forgot about that. They did say because they're getting like overpopulated in their little areas, so they got to venture out. It's like, y'all went to the wrong place and y'all got messed up. So the 13 strongest of all the humanoid creatures out there got destroyed. It doesn't seem to be too much of a racial divide compared to other animes. Yeah, talking about you, my level 99,909. Gotcha. But in this case, everybody banded together, the humanoid species, and they're trying to branch out. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. But as we see towards the end of the series, Clevatess has some niceties to him. Leniency. He's not going around just wiping out humans. He's like, I can't do that because then they'll figure out who I am. He wants to keep undercover in his human form, which is, I don't know why. Just not to draw attention to himself. And then we got to figure out what the other dark beasts are, who they are. I don't think we actually got to see them. We got to see one of their servants, but we never actually got to see what they look like. So I'd love to know what their powers are. Let me guess, light powers? This is like sky powers? Like what else is OP besides shadow powers? Still, super OP. It's messed up. F up, people. F up. When you get shadow powers, this is too OP. Yeah, and then Nellaroo's still tagging around the whole entire time. And she didn't quite die, though, on her glow-up progress. She's still alive, I believe. She just was close to death. Anyways, we still see that Clevatess is pretty nice for the most part towards the end of the show. There's some other stuff that has been shown to light. There's some other forces at play besides the Dark Beasts that have been like manipulating humanity. Still got to figure out why humans got like relegated to this little part of the world in between all the Dark Beasts. And like, where did the Dark Beasts come from? Why are they just like blocking people in? And why are their powers so OP? Like, what are you supposed to do with that? Shadow powers, people. I'm gonna keep talking about this. Shadow powers. Ridiculous. Ugh. And then they're just like blocking the other cardinal directions. Do they not fight each other? Like, from the way Clevatess talks about the other ones, it's like they haven't seen each other in like millennia. And it's like, yeah, well, very strange. But they're sending people that are also revived dead people, similar to Alicia, to wreak havoc for some reason. We still don't know. The main bad guy at the end, we find out was realived by one of the other dark beasts. Yeah, and then as you can see too in the trailer there, that some of their weapons are like glowing red. We learn about that part too, how those end up being, and we learn about the truth behind those powered up weapons and what happened there, and that's kind of messed up as well. It's interesting that Clevatess, as somebody that willy-nilly destroys humans, the human type people, orcs and dwarves and elves are all mixed in there. We're just saying that humanoids. That he's the one finding out all the different things that's going on with the manipulation of the humanoids. So we'll have to see in the second season how far the rabbit hole he goes down, and then still hiding his actual self to everybody. It's like at this point you might as well just say who you are. You're doing OP stuff, but still, like, Alicia still helps him keep his true self under wraps. Don't know what the point of that is. It's like, just go ahead and just say who you are and just be OP about it. But anyways, the point is, shadow powers, too OP, people. Anime people, OP powers, shadow powers, OP, okay? Messed up. But we do hope for Clevatess Season 2. And hopefully you've been spoiled and you've been warned. This is Jim Jam from Is It Isekai Podcast. Review Clevatess. Yeah. Shadow powers. Ugh. Anyways, that's it for now. Catch us next time. Bye.